Everybody seems to be doing these, so here's 5 actors I'd really like to see to take the part in Doctor Who. It's number 5.
Haha, I'm showing you the interest of Peep Show, which obviously means I'm going to be talking about Patterson Joseph, who has been on so many of these lists that I can't even begin to start counting them. Now, I'll be honest, the show ran on TV from 2003 till 2015, but I have somehow managed to never see more than 10 minutes of it at a time. That's really not to say I hate the show or that I don't get it. I've just never actually taken the time to watch it. Patterson Joseph himself is perfectly fine. I've seen him in the Green Wing. I liked him in the Green Wing. But I'm here to talk about the other bloke in this video. Yeah, the first choice on my list is a white man. I know it's not particularly daring or innovative, because the last 13 Doctors were all white men. But I really like David Mitchell.
Hans, are we the baddies?
Now, the choice may not be a very apparent one, because David Mitchell, outside of the UK, is mostly known as a comedic actor. I've seen other people actually deride for being compared to him. Like, the web content creator kind of people? They were like, what? The fat bloke on fucking Peep Show? Yes, the fat bloke on fucking Peep Show. What mostly put it on map for me is that the amount of panel shows he does. And yeah, here I go, referencing panel shows as a reason why he should be the Doctor. No. Listen to me. This guy is so fucking clever. He can make the biggest amount of bullshit sound so sincere. And I think that's a great quality to have when you're trying to be the Doctor. He is very intelligent. He's very funny. He's got perfect timing. And these tick all the boxes for me. And if you look at him right now, like, oh, he's a fat bloke. Well, apparently recently he's lost a bit of weight. And, well, what better cardio is there than running up and down corridors? I rest my bloody case.
Question number 4, please.
Oh, I'm making a lot of friends today. Like, first I diss people on saying Patterson Joseph, and right now I'm going to be talking about Tilda Swinton. Yes, nearly all the bookies have her as the top pick to replace Peter Capaldi. And no, wait, before you go and insult me anywhere you would like, you can do, but hang on just a second. I think she would do a brilliant job. I mean, look at her in Gabriel, look at her in Doctor Strange, look at her in nearly every fucking role she's ever done. She can play the mysterious, aloof, weird creature that we don't understand. She can do it to a T. It's like second nature to her. But here is my problem with casting Tilda Swinton as the new Doctor in Doctor Who. I can't see her do it professionally. I can't see Tilda Swinton turn around and go like, yes, I'll be the runner and the main character in a TV show on British TV. That's it. That's my only issue with the casting of Tilda Swinton. And this is not to say I'm against women doctors, because I'm just gonna open up a whole can of worms right here, right now. Oh, yes I am. Gillian Anderson. Like they're going to give the first female Doctor to an American. Or is she Canadian? I don't know. X-Files filmed a lot in Canada, but I don't know where she's from. Anyway, she's not British. So they're definitely not going to go with her. Hayley Atwell. Oh, this is a difficult one. I've seen her grace so many lists. And I know she can carry, like, the single female protagonist as a series with a male sidekick even, like Jarvis is burned in the show, by the way. But I'm afraid that if they were to write her as the Doctor in Doctor Who. She's just too genuinely straight up pretty, and they would make her too nice. That's my fear. Like, they would make her Doctor too nice, and I know. We've had kind and soft and genteel doctors before, to the degree that people were blaming them for being too meek and too weak compared to their counterparts. In fact, the 5th Doctor is probably the first Doctor I've ever seen on TV. The 8th Doctor has a warm place in my heart because the audio adventures Big Finish puts out are so fucking good. And the 10th Doctor was my favourite New Who Doctor because I just felt like we were so alike. Bouts of hyperactivity and enormous mood swings. Yeah, there we go. Somebody who's actually attributing mood swings as a positive attribute to the Doctor. And a joke about teeth. I've got issues with my teeth. Like, personal issues. But, yeah! I am terrified everybody will write off the first female Doctor as being too nice on account of her being a girl. That's not on. And I know she can be tough as nails. But it's just an irrational fear I've got. And yeah, she doesn't deserve that. Nobody deserves that. But, you know, if there's a runner-up, like the next Doctor, the next Doctor is gonna be a woman as well, well, that's my vote. And then we have Peter Capaldi himself saying that Francis de la Tour should be the next Doctor. And, okay, yeah, you got me. I never watched Harry Potter, I've never seen Rising Damp. I have no idea who Francis de la Tour is. Apparently she's good. I can't form an opinion. But enough of me moaning about optional choices that haven't got any relevance on my own personal list. My number 4 is Natalie Dormer. She's really well known from series such as The Tudors. Apparently she's huge in Elementary, but I've never actually seen Elementary beyond its initial episode. I just kind of decided it wasn't for me. And obviously, she's gigantic in Game of Thrones. And all these roles, she's just so present. In all of them, she just demands attention. And this is not just because she's physically attractive. Tilda Swinton, well, she's this as well. Hayley Atwell is considered a quote-unquote classical beauty. And Gillian Anderson has got so many porn blogs about her, I can't even begin. And Frances de la Tour, I mean, woof woof, I would totally get in that. Okay, never mind. Anyway, Natalie Dormer has some kind of an otherworldly appearance to her. Like, she is pretty, she has a very symmetrical face, but she doesn't look quite right either. Like I said before, like, it's somewhat otherworldly. And Game of Thrones alone, the role has cemented her for me as a very intelligent and cunning person. And I could see her doing the entire razzmatazz of, like, you want to go on an adventure, and then just give like a slight sly smile. Maybe it's just me. It's not just me, because there's been at least one other person on the internet that's made a fan trailer. But hey, come on, Natalie Dormer!
It's number 3.
Richard Ayoade! Or at least that's how he thinks it's pronounced. Haha, little joke there. And I think I need a lot more credit for not using the exact same footage I did with Dave Mitchell. Anyway, there's very little you can base this on, aside from I liked him in the IT crowd and he was funny in that. Well, isn't that a good enough reason? When I was describing the entry for Dave Mitchell, most of my thoughts were about how comedic his timing was and how funny it was. Because in the end, comedy is often, for me personally, a very important aspect of the Doctor. Because, come on, let's face it, in the end, Doctor Who is a very silly show. It's a bunch of rubber props with green screen and a guy pretending a phone booth is a time machine. It's nonsensical. It's weird. And you need to have somebody who can look at that, be stone-faced, and be like, yes, this is indeed what is happening. And Richard Ayoade, especially in the RT crowd, can take anything at face value. Moss is just genius. Like, I don't even need to show you the clip where he's describing a football match, because that scene has transcended the show itself. So, yeah, I don't really need to say anything else about this. Richard Ayoade, number 3, yeah!
Welcome to number 2.
Retip Capaldi, Peter Capaldi's evil twin from another universe. Okay, this is a huge cop-out, but hang on. I'm not ready yet to see Peter Capaldi leave the role. Maybe I'll feel different after watching the next series, but at the moment, we've only had 2 series with the man, and then we had to wait a year, and then now we're only getting the 1? I feel like we've bought an ice cream and we got 2 little change back in return, and the ice cream van is already driving off down that annoying tune going I don't know what an ice cream truck sounds like. We don't have those over here. But my point still stands. Peter Capaldi brought, for me, a refreshing turn to the Doctor that, after a better part of a decade where both Matt Smith and David Tennant's Doctors were just, the funny, maniacal Peter Pan types, whisking you away for grand adventures, all the while looking pretty, like an gender-inverted manic pixie dream girl, so like a manic pixie dream boy, I suppose. Peter has managed to give gravitas to things like speaking baby. Speaking to infants was used as a running gag by Matt Smith's Doctor. But when the 12th Doctor uses it, it's actually used to dramatic effect. And you're looking at a man in his 50s doing this completely serious. Remember when I said the Doctor needed to be someone who could do this and take things at face value? Yeah, Richard Ayoade's not looking too bad now, is he? And he did so brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly. So, yeah, it's my list and I'll cry if I want to. I don't want Peter Capaldi to leave. I don't want him to go. And now some honourable and dishonourable mentions just because I can. Ha! Tom Hiddleston. Well, it's the same thing as Tilda Swinton. He's not going to come down from Cloud 9 and be the showrunner on a fucking TV show. And I know he did The Night Manager, but that was like a mini-series. It was like 6 episodes. He's too handsome, he's too good, he's too attractive, he's too talented, and his 10-inch penis makes me envious. Fuck off, Tom Hiddleston. Stop making the rest of us look bad. Ben Whishaw. I just really don't want to see him get it. Like, nothing personal against Ben Whishaw, but I feel like this would be like a direct clone of Matt Smith. Sorry, Ben, try again in like another Doctor or 2. Simon Pegg? No. Martin Freeman? Also no. Benedict Cumberbatch? No. You're still stuck on Simon Pegg. I said no. Rupert Grint? Okay, maybe. But, give him a couple of years.
Very nervous now.
Bogies! Quit it!
Okay, watching the new Snatch series trailer, which I didn't know was coming. Okay, Rupert Grint, you're number 2. Gwendolyn Christie. Now there's someone I could see do it. It's just too bad she's going to be busy doing either Game of Thrones or Star Wars. She's not going to have the time. But enough talk. Have at you!
Yes, number 1.
Joe Gilgun. Or is it Gilgun? I'm not sure. I started off using a clip from Preacher to make sure you all knew who I was talking about. People from the British Isles, they're obviously more well known with him as the guy from This Is England. Well, you're probably seeing the footage on the screen right now. And Misfits. For a guy who started off doing things like Coronation Street and Emmerdale, currently doing Preacher is quite a step up. And oddly enough, I think he might be the youngest out of all the people I say, well, let's have him or her have a crack at this. Seriously, how is this guy only 32? Being a bit of a casual Misfits fan, like, I've watched the series, but I'm not like a die-hard, got the names of all the characters tattooed across my chest and my genitals kind of fan. Rudy was brilliant. Giving him that, that prerequisite I was talking about earlier, I feel like the Doctor has to have a comedic side to him. He has to be funny. It is a weird show, it has to be a funny actor in one way or another. But seeing in the name C's Preacher last season, with him as a pitch-perfect Cassidy, it just screams let him play the Doctor. If you've seen the video I've done about Preacher itself, then you know I'm not a big fan of the comic, but I really like the series. So, Joe gets the chance to dial it up from funny, charming to incredibly 100% mental in like 0 to 7 seconds flat. This introductory scene involves an airplane, and spoilers if you haven't seen the series but you really want to, it doesn't slow down after that. He jokes, he laughs as he's killing and maiming people, and yeah, I know I'm talking about somebody who's supposed to play the Doctor, but just the sheer absurdity of the universe in which it is taking place. I feel that Joe Gilgun has the looks of a weird man who could play the Doctor, give us a big grin and just greedily jump into the jaws of whatever big space monster of the week we're gonna get. I just want him bad. I really can't say anything else aside from he does excellent drama, he does excellent comedy. I fucking think he's hilarious. Give me Joe Gilgun. Now, just give me Joe Gilgun. I don't want him bad.
Yeah. That's it. Those are 5 actors I'd really like to see to tackle the Doctor. Now, if you don't agree with me, feel free to insult me in the comments. If you do agree with me, thumbs up your backside. I have a bunch of social media accounts, but you shouldn't follow me on any of those. Though you should minimalise the amount of intake you have of me. Have you seen the size of me? I am a virtual man mountain. I am a huge mound of flesh with opinions that don't matter to anybody else but me. Yeah.